Welcome back. Glad to see you all here again. Today I wanted to talk about a very important subject. I have noticed that we are letting foreign countries that don't exactly like us buying up our major industries. And one of the industries that really scares me is the farming industry. I was not aware of the amount of farmland that China is purchasing here in the US, and it's amazing. And they also recently they bought Smithfield pork processing plant, one of the largest in the world. They are now the owners of that, and it just amazes me how the government here doesn't see that this is not good. This is very, very bad. Our infrastructure is like the main thing that keeps us going. And food. I mean, how stupid can we be to let China, of all countries, buy up so much farmland? Um, Actually, if you wanted to buy farmland in China, even a Chinese citizen, it's not allowed. The Chinese Communist government owns all the land. That's it. Finished. Simple. So why would we allow an adversary to come into our country and buy one of our most precious things that we have is farmland? I don't get it. I just don't get it. I know that there was this discussion in Congress, and it was supposed to pass some kind of a bill, but it did not pass. I can assure you it's because of the Democrats it didn't pass. Also, the I think it was UAE, Dubai ports, that were going to purchase all the rights to operating our ports. That is totally unacceptable, outrageous. Who would even think of that, allowing that happen in this country? It's beyond my belief. I really can't grasp this. Uh, the main any of our infrastructure, water, electric, farmland, certain manufacturing, for sure, no foreign entity should be allowed to purchase this under any circumstances. I know I lived in Dubai for several years, and I know for a fact that they don't allow any foreign entity to own 100% of any company. They only allowed to own a portion that is less majority, and only the locals can own the majority share of any of the companies that operate there. I can't imagine for the life of me why we would let a foreign company control our electric, control our food source, control our water. It's crazy. I know there's some French companies and have bought water companies here in the U.S. That's not the way things should work here. It's not right. I I would hope that at some point Congress would wake up and pass legislation to stop this. That goes back to what I said earlier, that I don't think anybody in Congress or in the Senate should be career politicians. There should be terms. And for the simple reason, if you look at some of the politicians, and including our present president, Biden, how did he get rich? He's a public servant. He's always been a public servant. How did he get so rich? Well, we know what happened with his son and his brother and everything, dealing with the Chinese. Okay, not very smart. I think we need to change that. That's something that needs to be changed and addressed very, very, very soon, because all these lobbyists also, I mean, I understand it's a free market, and globalization. I get it. It's not, I understand. You know, we're a free market, and profit and greed generates a lot of our companies. But yeah, it's definitely not something that we should ignore. I think that the energy sector also. I saw some of the companies that wanted to buy up our energy rights, gas, oil. It was unbelievable. I mean, if you let that go, You basically let the country go. That's it. We're done. There is no going back. So if they're going to control the electric, the water, the farmland, the fuel, then we're done. So we really, really, really need to address this problem. It's not something that's going to go away soon, but I can't understand why they wouldn't be able to pass this legislation to block all this. And these countries are not only, for example, if you look at China, go back 40 years, maybe 50 years, China was like nothing. They only became rich because of us and the West. And now what they're doing is similar things that terrorist organizations, like Osama bin Laden, what he did was he went into Africa, he would build roads, he'd build schools, he'd build hospitals to get his way in these countries. China is doing the exact same thing. China is going all over the world, buying up natural resources in South America, which is right at our doorstep, in Mexico, in Brazil, in Central America, and India is also doing the same thing, similar things as well. And I laugh when these people talk about here in the U.S. about the green movement, right? We're polluting everything and we're destroying the planet. Yeah, I don't see them banging on China's door or India's door, which are the biggest polluters in the planet. I don't see them doing anything against them. But here in the U.S., no, we're gonna have electric vehicles, and everybody by 2030, certain states are gonna ban gasoline vehicles, without realizing the people that are actually providing the raw materials to make these electric vehicles and the batteries are strip mining the basic materials to make these batteries all over the world, creating much more pollution. Human rights abusive as far as labor is concerned. So, I think they need to really, really step back and take a look at what really is going on, in our country. I would suggest, people contact their representatives. Very, very important. Congressmen, senators, to really raise the alarm that this is not acceptable, and definitely we need to make some changes. And I would hope that all of you out there will adhere to this. I'd also love to hear your comments and thoughts about this subject. I know I just started this, I'm kind of like enjoying talking about these subjects to all of you out there, and I hope that this will grow and we'll get some more interesting subjects to talk about as well. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.